The highest point of Portugal is located in the Azores on Pico Island. Towering at 2,351 meters, this volcano forms the highest point of the Azores and of Portugal. In this video we will take you to the highest point of Portugal and let you know about everything you need to know before you start on your own adventure to the top of Portugal. So we just left the mountain hut to climb the highest point of Pico, and with this, the highest point of Portugal, you have to register here. You have to pay an entrance fee of 25 euros per person, and then you get a GPS, and this includes possible mountain rescue. You will have to have appropriate hiking gear, so mostly good shoes, good layers, but yeah. Obviously bring enough water, enough snacks, and then it's up to climb 1,000 meters on 7 kilometers of trail. The mountain hut is located at 1,200 meters at the end of a slightly bumpy road. Per direction, the trail is 3.8 kilometers long and you will have to cover 1,151 meters of altitude gain during it. The mandatory basic equipment includes clothing, footwear appropriate for mountaineering, at least 1.5 liters of water and food. You will also require appropriate hiking boots to have grip and traction on the volcanic rock. This, however, seems to me not as tightly enforced as we have been seeing people climbing in sneakers. For an overnight stay, you should bring extra warm clothes, tent, sleeping bag and a flashlight. If you are climbing early in the season and the trail still has snow, you are also required to wear crampons. During the summer months, the sun will be the bigger concern. There is no shadow along the entire trail, so bring good sun protection. We just passed the second marker. From here on there will be a lot more frequent. 47 markers mark the path up to the peak. 46 up to the crater. The first two are quite far apart. From number 2 on, every next marker should be visible from the last one. So, with a slow and steady pace, about half an hour into the hike, we just passed marker number 5. They are definitely more frequent now, and we can already spot quite a few up there. The peak, or rather the crater, almost seems reachable already. But yeah, it's quite a way to go up. We are now at post 7, and it looks like it's not gonna be a lot easier from now on. The path looks really steep, but more or less straight up to the crater. For the biggest part, the climb can be considered easy scrambling. In case of accidents, mountain rescue can be initiated with a GPS device you obtain at the mountain hut. As long as you stay on the trail and your accident is not caused by negligence, the rescue will be free of charge. For the most part, you will just follow the poles. On some scrambling sections, additional markers might help you with the easy route. So we just passed number 34. The peak is definitely getting closer, but still quite a bit up ahead. By now my heart is pounding quite badly. And wow, this is a steep ascent. Getting down here will also be quite strenuous. They even say the way down takes longer than the way up. So yeah, we got a bit lucky that we could start a bit earlier. Because having to do this in 8 hours on the minute to be back on time would have been a bit tough. We just reached number 36, so 10 until the crater. Here we have a small traverse, so a small, segment, not too long, which is not too steep. A bit of time to recover before the final push to the summit. So we made it to the last of the markers. From here on it's a bit more scrambling. It took us more or less exactly 3.5 hours to get here, including a few breaks, but yeah, that was strenuous. So there's some people who did quicker than us, but I think we did a good pace. Overall, I would recommend you plan anywhere between 3.5 and 4 hours for this segment. After the 47th pole, only painted markers will guide you your way to the top. The scrambling here is a bit more difficult than the part up, but also still on the easy side. So we made it, the highest point of Portugal, top of Pico Island. This is still a somewhat active volcano, so there's still fumarolas steaming all around us. At some locations you can really feel the steam coming from the ground. This was exhausting, but now we really have to head back down. The center closes at 8 and the descent is supposed to be really strenuous, so We'll switch off the camera for that one, at least for the major parts, and maybe be back a bit further down. So, when we climbed, the hut was actually open until 6 p.m, not 8 p.m. But if the hut is closed, you can also return the GPS at the Madalena Fire Department. For the slipperiest part on the way up, there's also a parallel segment on the way down, which is a lot less slippery. But I'm a bit surprised that there's still people going up. So it's 4 p.m. and the hut is only operational until 8 p.m. So if they're still going up, they have a quick descent ahead of them. You might ask yourself, do I want poles or not? I would say personally it's fine without. The lava stone is providing a lot of grip. There's only a few small segments where there's loose gravel, so overall you should have good footing. But if you want to protect your knees, of course, take them. Some people have them here and seem to enjoy it quite a lot. But I personally like to have my hands free whenever I can, so whenever a scrambling section comes, I don't have to handle my sticks in any weird way. I'm so glad we're back here. In the end, the entire path down was really exhausting. But yeah, we made it. Highest point of Portugal. We're back. Despite the official guidelines, our descent was actually a lot quicker than the ascent. We only took about an hour and a half to reach the bottom again. So if you like this video, check out some of our other hikes on the Azores over here. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you again soon.